Karl-Anthony Towns being, I guess, the primary teammate there, because you need that pick and roll to be great, and you need the combination of those two guys to be great. And Cat, so far, he's put up some big scoring games. I'm curious, Sky, your thoughts so far on Towns, what you've seen from him, just in the context of this big trade the Knicks made on the eve of training camp.
I think for it to be a start, for there to be, little time for the chemistry and getting together, he's done great. The numbers are there. I said on a few other platforms before, the biggest thing that Cat brings to us is the fact that even though he's a star, and in my opinion, a superstar, somebody that we've been searching for a while, the best element to him is that he's not going to come in wanting everything, right? Like, he's good taking a backseat role. You can see it. He's not asking for the ball. He's not demanding it. He's not shaking up the locker room. He's not doing all of these different things that could cause disruption. And I think that, though, is leading to nights where the offense never flows to him, or nights where he's getting 3 shots in the fourth quarter and things that just shouldn't happen. And I think a lot of that is because he is so willing to play his role and be reserved and kick back and just get in where he fits in, for lack of a better term. Those are great attributes because it'll make sure that the trade and everything happens seamlessly. It'll make sure that the players continue to get along and the locker room is right. There's a lot of superstars that would have walked in and said, look, I'm used to being the number one option and being the man where I came from. That has to continue here. So he was able to take the back seat due to his personality and demeanor and how he's able to carry it, which is great. But now we're seeing where, man, he's got to get that ball more. You got to feed it through him, man. This is a guy who literally can give you 30 and 15 and you don't even realize it. This is a guy who is the best 7-footer we've had since Pat, without a doubt, at least on the talent side. So we've got to utilize that and don't take the fact that he isn't going to force the issue to have the ball and everything flow through him for granted. Like Brunson or whoever, Hart, everyone's got to do a better job, especially Brunson, and I'm a huge Brunson fan, but to be the starting PG and the Clyde of our generation, you've got to get this guy incorporated more because he can show you that he can do it, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, there's been a lot to like so far with Towns. And Scott, to your point, the mentality that he has, I think, is important. He refers to Jalen Brunson as Cap a lot of the time, and he's, talking about how you got to get out of the way and let Brunson do what he does best and try to fit in, and to have that mentality, it's going to go a long way, I think, for the development of this team and for the way he can fit in on this team. He's got the right attitude. And the other night, it was actually a couple weeks ago now, they were home, and he had, I think, 8 shots in a loss against Cleveland. And, we were asking him about shot attempts, and he said, guys, we let a 14-point lead, go in the late third quarter. I'm more thinking about that, concerned about that than anything about shot attempts. So he's about the right things with regards to winning.